Hello, I'm Art House Cinema Lad, and this is my review for Supergirl 2026. Let's get right into it and start with the cons. Well, con, I would say. Now, I would say that the biggest con was the main antagonist, Krim of the Yellow Hills. I feel perhaps a couple more scenes with Krim would have fleshed out his character a little bit more, but even with that con, I feel the actor Matthias did enough with the script to stop the character from being completely forgettable. The character has a recurring motif involving food that I thought was quite hilarious, actually. And there were about, I would say, 3 scenes with Krim that showcase his brutality enough to make him a formidable challenge for Kara. Now for the pros. A major pro is the relationships in the film. Obviously, the main plot point involves Kara trying to save Krypto. Now, seeing the flashbacks on Krypton, you get a sense of the connection between Kara and Krypto and how the genesis of the relationship comes from grief, leaving one's home and being the only survivors of a group of people, race or species, considering that obviously Kara's a humanoid, alien, and Krypto's a dog. Another relationship that I enjoyed is between Kara and Ruth. Initially, Kara doesn't want anything to do with her, but she ultimately takes a liking to her. I feel with Ruth going through her own tragedy with her own family, Kara is able to sympathize with her, being that she lost her own family, besides Clark, obviously. And there is also the quest Ruth has for revenge. Kara is constantly trying to guide her off that pavement, being that Ruth is still young, and if she were to get revenge on Krim, it would affect her, let's just say that, for the rest of her life. I guess with Kara and Ruth and the revenge thing, Kara sees what revenge can do to people. She doesn't want that to be the case with Ruth. Now, other things that I liked include the overall aesthetic of the film. The space scenes I feel are gorgeous on the big screen. I feel a great deal of it comes from the lighting. Using primarily yellow, blue, and red lights really brought out a pop to the space cinematography. It was quite enjoyable. I saw it in 3D as well, so it was really nice. I also enjoyed the performances of the actors, being that this is a film with a strong emotional plot. Millie, Eve, both of the Davids, Emily, Jason, and even Matthias brought character, banter, humor, and emotion to their performances, along with the stellar cinematography and beautifully choppy action sequences that I feel worked. In closing, a superhero blockbuster with emotional depth and intergalactic action that is the perfect follow-up to 2025's Superman. Quite enjoyed myself in cinemas watching this. I would also like to recommend some films for you if you enjoyed Supergirl. First, I would obviously say Superman 2025 for the connective tissue of being in the DCU and being the follow-up to that film. Second, I would say Star Wars A New Hope 1977 for the alien in space aspect. Third, I would say Mad Max Fury Road 2015 for some similar plot points and cinematography styles. And then lastly, I would say The Woman King 2022 for the themes of separation and revenge. Yeah, that's it. And overall, I quite enjoyed Supergirl. If you're on the fence about seeing it, I would definitely see it on the big screen. It's quite a gorgeous film to watch, and it has enough depth for it not to just be a generic comic book film. But yeah, that will be all, and thank you for the time. Goodbye.